is the Conrad Alert. Civil defense information will be broadcast at 6:40.
West of the Rockies, you're on the air. Hello.
Y2K, how can we prepare?
Stop a few of their machines and radios. Throw them into darkness for a few hours.
We are fighting for our lives. My family must survive.
For 5 years, 1,000 gallons of gas, air filtration, water filtration.
Coming at you from almost the frozen tundra that is East Central Alberta, Canada, streaming live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Rumble, and Odyssey. Welcome back to the workshop where we create community, find freedom, promote preparedness, and share success. I am Toolman Tim. Today is October the 19th, 2023, and this is episode 387 of Workshop Radio. How in the hell is everyone out there? It's good to see you all so far. We have been on a road trip of epic proportions. John Palmer, one step closer. Byron Roberts, good to see you all in there. This is the final evening, isn't it, Mrs. Cook?
It is.
Yes. You gonna be happy to be home?
I think so.
Yeah.
I'm tired. I just want to go home.
It's what happens when you get on a road trip. When I don't want to go back to Canada, but once I'm on the road, it's like, all right, let's get this shit over with, right?
Yeah. We got a lot of stuff we have to get done too.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you do.
Yeah.
I won't be doing anything. So.
Yeah, right.
You know what? Real quick, let's shout out a couple of our sponsors tonight because we've been on the road the last little while. But first, my brother from another mother that I just saw, what was it, almost a week ago now, Joel Riles at SRF. He's at Fortress K9, and you can check him out at the Protection Dog Podcast. He's a dude that has an incredible story. You've heard it before, but he once again was the type of dude who basically lost everything, rebuilt it. And so he doesn't have a whole lot of patience for laziness or people who aren't willing to pull their weight. And so he will give you a good motivational kick upside the head, won't he, hon? Love Joel. So check him out if you need something to fill in your ear holes. Check out Nate and Aaron at twochickshomestead.com. Nate's just in the process. Actually, he's launched his Homestead ham radio business. I was his first customer. He's now had a couple of customers on his website as well. So give him some love, guys. And of course, Amy Dingman of A Farmish Kind of Life. She's been busy all over the place. I actually went through her country, 5 weeks ago now. It seemed like it was just yesterday, but she was bear hunting when I went through. So I didn't intentionally ignore her, did I, hun? So anyway, we want to thank all three of our main sponsors, guys. We've it definitely helps to pay the bills and keeps the lights on, doesn't it? And who else we got? Kirsten from Huntington, Indiana. Great to see you. Digger, good to see you. Hunters over on Twitch, great to see you. We got people on all the different platforms tonight. Always makes me happy. So when we first started this, when I first started, it was 13th of September? I think so.
Give or take.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm probably a little bit off here, but what I do know is that tomorrow, so we are officially, your favorite child, which is that a question, Gracie? Grace is in here. Good to see you, sweetheart. So when I first started, I thought it was going to be a 35-day road trip. Yeah. It got extended by a couple of days, so we ended up with 37 days altogether, as long as we make it home tomorrow. So what do we have left? We're in Great Falls, Montana. So we're less than 2 hours from the Canadian border, pick up our mail at the mailbox, and then 5 hours home, right? Yeah. So if all goes well, Becky will be making me supper in my own lazy boy tomorrow. So it'll be good.
Not making anything.
She laughed. Everybody just say, no. I am funny once in a while.
No, I laughed because you're an idiot. So I'm not making anything. So I'll call Subway.
Oh boy, yeah, I forgot we have so many choices at home.
Although Alice has been cooking.
Sure, Alice. So we wake up this morning. We got on board pretty early again, didn't we? 6:30 this morning? Yeah, you're right. Sam. Hey, Sam, good to see you, brother. And Sam, anyway, you've met Sam. I'll tell you after where you met Sam. So anyway, don't jinx it. I know. Before we get back to the Great White North, if all goes as planned, that's what I like to say to my kids, because sometimes shit goes sideways, right? Sometimes you're almost to where did we stop last night? Damn it. Anyway, sometimes you're almost to your destination and there's a fire in the middle of the interstate. What the hell happened? We don't even know what it was.
It was a car.
It was a car that had been fully engulfed, hadn't it? Yeah. So backwoods says, I don't know how you did it all. Me and Nicole did 23 hours and we're done.
Well, we break it up over several days because we're old.
Yeah. I mean, you know,
it's tiresome being in the car.
We got up this morning. I think we're on the road about 6:30, 6:40, something like that. Yeah. And I did 5 hours without stopping. My co-pilot slept, which I love. It gives her time to sleep because I get up, my ex gets up early, and we head out and make miles.
And I'm not an early bird.
I mean, heading through Wyoming, Montana, and the tail end of South Dakota, it's 80 mile an hour, which means 85. And the wind we didn't have crosswinds of 40 mile an hour, so that helped a lot. But yeah, we made miles today, and we stopped. Where we stopped in Billings. Right?
Billings, yeah.
Yeah, we took not a half a day.
Oh,
A couple hours.
2 hours.
Yeah. To Olive Garden, and went to the. I'll post a picture on Instagram tonight, guys, if you want to see it. We went to Harbor Freight.
Yeah.
And the place had a sign that looked like it came from.
It looked like the 80s.
Yeah, it looked like it was a contemporary with Colonel Sanders, didn't it?
Yeah.
Like it was old, really strange. But, and Carson says, Miss Becky, you tried living at work in a semi. Oh,
nope.
Yeah. And Carson said, hope you'll be back in April. Yeah, we as long as everything works.
SRF in April, but I think
probably not.
I had mentioned Nicole's, but I think that's going to be pushing it unless we fly.
Yes. Hey, look who it is. It's our favorite South Carolinian couple who came to the work day. Red Moose Farm. Good to see you guys.
Yeah, because if we because we're leaving for England on May 6th.
Okay. Yeah.
And Nicole's is like the last weekend of
just have too much to do to make it. Especially if you're going to send me down to work in Tennessee for a month and a half.
Yeah, that's just going to be way cutting it too close for us. I think even if we flew,
yes,
it would be way too. But we are bringing the twins down to SRF,
which will be awesome. I'm excited about that.
And everyone be prepared because they're being little entrepreneurs.
Oh yeah,
and they are bringing a whole bunch of Canadian snacks.
Yeah,
to sell it.
That's a good idea. So we're gonna. I don't know if we're gonna drop them down, but we're gonna bring down as many Canadian.
No, we're flying.
You guys are flying.
Yeah, you can drive snacks down. Yeah,
but they're going to be bringing cases of Canadian snacks to sell at Self-Reliance Festival.
Yeah, they're really excited about it.
I think it's a great entrepreneurial venture. So, and baby capitalists, you believe it.
They are.
Oh yeah, they're not so baby anymore.
Well, they're 13. They're still babies, but they wanted to bake and stuff. But I figured that'd be too much to travel with. So.
Yeah, it wouldn't.
So we'll find some nice Canadian snacks there, some maple cookies and stuff that everybody will like. Because
we definitely have a full truck at this point, and we tend to fill things like nobody's business, don't we? We've had to repack the truck twice because somehow each time we stop, we accumulate more things, don't we?
Yeah, and just so everyone knows how not funny he is, he's also mean.
Not mean.
You are mean. He let me go to TJ Maxx Home Goods in Billing and would not let me buy any Christmas decor.
Hang on, guys, I figured out the best hack ever.
You're mean.
Okay? This is how it goes. When we go shopping,
mean.
Mrs. Cook goes in, and this is what she says. She goes, all right, my purse is really heavy, so I need a shopping cart to put it in. So I figured out the workaround. Today, I said, hey, guess what, babe? I'll carry the shop. This was the greatest ever. I don't know how I came up with it. I said, I'll carry your purse. That way we don't need a shopping cart.
He's mean.
I love you. I said, it's not the money. It's not the shopping. We just don't have any more fucking space in the truck.
After he told me if I flew down here, I could do all the shopping I wanted because we'd have all kinds of room.
And that all kinds of room is now completely full. I love you so much. Spags, I see you, brother. Working through my emails I got today, I seen one you sent me about patches. I'll get back to you this evening. Good to see you. And my brother Chuck, who hooked us up with some killer first aid kits, didn't he, hon?
Yep.
What's up, Chuck? I don't know if that's always funny when somebody says, what's up, Chuck? Don't you think that's funny?
No.
So anyway, we wake up this morning, get on the road, we get an email that there was a fire at the kid's school, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and nothing intentional, we don't think.
No, they said it wasn't intentional.
Pretty sure our kids had nothing to do with it. But
no.
Anyway,
they're Catholics.
Yeah,
destructive.
That's true. They're the good anarchists, not the James Bond type. So, so anyway, they have at least a 4-day weekend now because
they're not broken up about it. I didn't think they would be.
No, well, at least it just means the house will be clean when we get home. The garbage will be taken out. Yeah.
And actually, I don't know if she ever watches the lives or anything, but I could. I was going to give a shout out to Tanya.
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
Tanya is she lives in Provost, and
which is our hometown.
She picks up my slack. She usually comes once a week, and she does she does the cleaning in the house because I sometimes just get overwhelmed. And
you're busy working and making more money, so you hire somebody to clean for you.
She came twice a week.
For the
2 weeks we were gone, and she checked up on the dogs and everything like that. So I just I'm gonna I messaged her earlier to let her know, but I'm gonna put it online that we really, really appreciate her, and we're glad that she was able to do that, and it's really, really helpful.
So I'm not sure how oil rags would catch fire in Canada, since all oil-based products are basically banned according to Justin Trudeau.
But it was in the shop.
Oh, still, I mean, they're banning WD-40 and brake clean this year. All the best stuff is getting
Yeah, but we also live in a farm town. So.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
and I don't know what they're doing in that shop.
No, well, obviously they're soaking rags in oil and then putting them in an enclosed environment.
But is it like motor oil or?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Grace just makes shit up anyways.
Oh, she must have heard it from someone. I don't know.
Chuck's getting ready to go to Kentucky Sustainable Living. Anybody else in here going to Kentucky Sustainable? We didn't get to go this year, otherwise I would have got the Triple Crown. But that's okay.
I know. He's been crying about it the whole way.
I'll be all right. I promise. So.
We can go back.
Yeah, no, I'm good. Not after the last 2 days, about 3 days of driving. It's been.
Do you want to go back? I'm sure the girls will be fine.
Yeah, they would be. I think you want to go back more than I do, don't you? This argument has been sponsored by Harbor Freight. Yeah. So let's see. Interesting things to happen since we've left Camden, Tennessee. A few things, but we made a couple of stops. So
the stupid idiot lost his solar panel.
Yeah. So here we go, guys. I don't know if you guys remember a while back, but we crowdsourced. No, I'm not trying to shift blame. It's not on me. But we talked in the Telegram group about how I was going to affix the solar panel to my folding box cover. And after talking to a whole bunch of people, my brother-in-law Barrett came up with a great idea to rivet it down to the tonneau cover. Great. However, I neglected to use a second form of adherence, i.e. really sticky tape, silicone, anything like that. But I thought, hey, a physical attachment to the tonneau cover should be sufficient. Well, it was for 35 days until yesterday. We're going across the prairies. We're halfway through South Dakota doing 85 mile an hour, 40 mile an hour crosswinds. And I look out my back window and I see something white fly right across the back of the truck. And I see it looks like a kite go by. It's this white solar panel with the wire. She's like, honey, we can go back. I'm like, no, it ripped the guts right out of it. I was just happy it didn't hit anybody. So in case you wonder, yeah, I definitely make stupid ass mistakes sometimes. And this wasn't, I mean, I guess you could call it half-assing, but I think I mean, a physical attachment, riveting that down to 6 spots, I thought was sufficient. But
well, I said next time we'll silicone it, rivet it, and then tape it.
Yeah. So we'll silicone the holes it left behind. But you know what?
I ripped the holes good. And
I can tap them down. It'll be all right. But I don't know.
Now
literally not in Kansas anymore. Because
Mr. Cook doesn't have a solar panel.
I do not. Yeah. And here's the thing: it held up all the way down through, to Kansas twice, actually 3 times. North Carolina, the whole works, and it worked great. And the whole time I was like, I really should have went with 100 watt instead of a 50. Well, don't have to be careful what you wish for now, isn't it?
Yeah, and then
so yeah, we did. Okay, we got that. We stopped at Wall Drug. Remember? Yeah.
That was interesting.
Actually, really cool.
Yeah.
So no more fun times for Tim. That is very true.
He was sad.
I was sad. Hey, we got 31 people in here
and
to see us.
Before Wall Drug, you say that we.
Oh yeah. What else?
We've even gone to as far as Montana, and no one has.
Oh yeah.
Those generators.
Okay. You know what? Let's deal with this right now. There's going to be a video coming out on this.
Yeah.
And I have to say, again, back to my brother Joel Riles. Joel at prepper camp, his generator died. Made some funny noise, gave up the ghost, not really sure what happened. So for the final day, he was able to use my 0.0 solar energy system, which was great. And he asked me, he said, what would you recommend? And I said, right now I have my eye on the new dual fuel generator from Harbor Freight. As a matter of fact, I'm going to pick one up. I'm going to bring it back with me and we're going to review it. So right after prepper camp, I start hunting, buy one. Joel messaged me. He gets one in Florida, no problem. We start looking as soon as you get here, I guess. It was actually after Midwest Preparedness, wasn't it?
Yep.
We look everywhere. Nobody has them.
It was mainly in Tennessee.
Yes.
Because that's where the SKU was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at one time, it wasn't even listing on the website. Then it was up $100 from price.
Uh-huh.
Then it was listed, but said not available until December 20th. So we start checking, calling around all these stores. Apparently, there's a major malfunction with some of them. They all have
but they won't give you an answer. They just give you your typical CEO email answer.
Nobody will tell me what's happening. There is one guy on the internet who's done some videos that said sometimes it kicks out under a spiked load. Other than that, I don't know.
But I haven't heard of anything dangerous.
No, it's just not functioning properly. No big deal. But I have tried. I have stopped at least a dozen Harbor Freights.
And we've called quite a few too.
Yes, in service of the workshop. Not because I wanted to go in and annoy Mrs. Cook, but simply to bring you back the real goods on what's going on.
But I even suggested when we stopped here in Billings, I said, well, let's go and let's see if they have your generator.
Yeah, you did, thank you.
No, not that we, you know what though, but I should have said, I was kind of hoping secretly they had it. And then I could look at you and say, well, guess what, hon? We don't have any room for it. Because if we didn't, because if we had room for a generator, then we had room to go back to Home Goods and let me get some more of that stuff I wanted.
I would have left some of the Christmas decorations you bought at the hotel. I would have been there. I would have been doing that. But we honestly wouldn't have had room for that. I don't know what I would have done. I really don't. Because there's no shit. So anyway, whatever happened, don't know. We'll get to the bottom of it. Got to do a video. Got to try to figure out a little more of this, right?
Yeah, well, if anybody happens to see one, let us know.
Yeah, I mean, I would have still bought one if we could have found it. Yeah. Brought it home, tore it to pieces, But
I'm thinking you're probably SOL until December.
Yeah, looks like, and I'm going to guess even longer than that. Oh, Byron, they had one in the Frankfurt store. Of course they did, Byron. Thanks, but no, I'm just kidding. It's okay. But we did try everywhere that I don't know how many we stopped.
Only
Hey, Mrs. Cook, only 10 IC, Tennessee pickup line, 10 IC. Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
All right, moving right along. So, yeah. All right, anything else? What did we do in Kansas? We didn't do much in Kansas. Stopped the first night in Kansas City. Did a little shopping, went to a bookstore. That was where'd we go for? Oh, we went to the buffet.
Golden
Corral for supper.
Yeah, we have a soft spot for Golden Corral.
Yes. Byron Roberts wants to know what was the last price you saw on the generator. So it originally retailed for $9.99. The last price I saw it was for $10.99. It kind of surprised me.
10 or 11.99.
So, yeah. So that sucked. But anyway, we went out for supper in Kansas. Really nothing. But my ass couldn't sleep that night, so we were up and on the road by 5:40 that morning. The next morning, but we put in a shit. Lone Canadian says buy a trailer.
That's what I suggested. We were at Lowe's when he picked up that blower, and I said, "Look at the trailers." And I've given him ample opportunity to buy a trailer, and he will not buy one. So,
however, I did buy an Eco brand. Is it Eco? Yeah, or Ego brand. Mm-hmm. Battery powered backpack blower. And we're going to test it this winter.
But I have offered to buy a trailer.
You have, yes, I agree. And we also did get anyway, just because I need to do a review on it, a battery powered DeWalt snowblower, right? So we'll show you all that when I get home. But anyway. Convoy.
Well, see, if we got a trailer, then I could have went to Home.
I know. Stuff. Well, you did try to talk me into buying one of those knockdown trailers.
No, I didn't. I
would still love one of those. I think they would be great, but that's okay.
No, we've had this discussion about Harbor Freight being just like 95. And I just have this sneaking suspicion you're going to get this trailer, you're going to get it put together, and you're going to drive down the road, and the damn thing's going to fall apart.
We'll see.
It's going to be junk.
You know, if I rivet it on, it should stay.
Yeah, on the highway right now.
Oh, so there you go. So you guys get to see some of the fun with that. But yeah, so from there we busted ass. Yesterday was our longest day, which was still. It was supposed to be 10.5 hours driving or something like that.
We still got to the hotel. I think it was like 6:30.
I think I shaved like 45 minutes off that time. It's like this big competition for me to look in the morning at how long the drive Google says it's supposed to be, and then we'll see when we can show up. But It seems like you can do about 85 in an 80 zone without catching any trouble. So.
Oh,
What about the gas station we stopped at?
which one?
Yesterday, the one that I said was like Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, where was that?
It was just past. Oh my God! It was just on
past
the
it.
I-90.
Yeah,
We came south. We came north.
and Tim, you're just like, oh man, I'm kind of hungry. I want to get something.
I can tell you where it was. Go ahead.
And then we pull in, and you can see the sign, and it says like burgers, fries,
said
everything.
food and
And
drinks.
Tim's like, oh man, they got food in here. It's awesome. So we
made some.
So we went in the door, and I went into the bathroom, and in front of the toilet they had this piece of wood, because I think there was a hole in the floor, because you could hear the wind kind of whistling underneath it, and the toilet barely flushed, and I don't like the water.
It might have
barely
been
worked.
Buffalo Ridge. Does that sound right?
That sounds right.
Yeah.
And they didn't have food.
They had. I mean, okay, technically it was edible. They had like granola bars from Costco.
Yeah, but it was all covered with like a layer of dust.
Oh,
You
yeah.
the dust on the packaging.
Okay, I had this really good friend in high school. We used to hang out at his place. He lived with his grandparents, and the basement always had this like museum-y. I don't know how to explain it, but you know when you like go to a book sale at a library,
It's like musty.
it's like a musty, dusty book, dust jackety smell,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like it just hasn't been. It's like when the dust on stuff starts composting. That's what it smells like. So we go into this place.
I was really friendly.
Oh, super sweet dude. No, I'm not slamming him, but
no, but oh
so
my goodness.
I kid you not. Actually, if you guys have seen the movie, oh my God, Devil's Rejects, was that the first? No, House of a Thousand Corpses. Yeah. You know, there is the clown in there called Captain Spaulding, and Captain Spaulding has this roadside attraction where people come in and they don't go out. Well, so this building had two rooms. One was a convenience store, which was nice. The other one you went into, and it was like this historic setting of what looked like
It used to be a restaurant.
yeah, and
They had like the old freezers and everything, and they were all broken down.
and they looked like they were supposed to be animatronics that didn't work anymore. And I'm like, nope, the fuck right out of there. So that was fun. You know, you're in a good spot when the gas station doesn't even have an outdoor garbage can.
Yeah, and then I felt bad because there was these two women that came in behind us, and as we were leaving, remember I said, you know, we shouldn't have left them there.
Nah. He was nice. I said,
He was, but I still felt bad.
he's
right?
not
Like,
the type of guy that wears somebody else's face to bed at night.
Like,
You know,
no,
So I think I could be wrong. So, you know what? I rarely stop at a Buc-ee's. They are huge, but I do like Love's. We stop at
Buc-ee's
Love's
is
a lot.
nice though.
Also, fun story. On our way through today, we went past that sketchy as shit gas station we stopped at last time.
Yeah, where they were really. This is I have like no social awareness at all, and I just walked right in there. It didn't bother me. And I was walking around the store, and all these guys are giving Tim like stink eye and
I
everything.
told
Like
Mama,
that.
I said, all right,
That's
pay for this shit and get out.
Yeah, and I'm standing there. He goes, "Are you good?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm fine."
And I'm like,
Nobody was bothering me, but
I was on
He was
situational awareness overload. I was watching it. I'm like, this
you
place
were
is,
getting
yeah,
stink.
I was, but
I wasn't.
You weren't aware. You don't know.
No,
But
they
the
were
place was,
right with
yeah.
me. I don't
So
know.
anyway, I was about an hour out, and I'm like, we got to stop for gas. I said, there ain't no way we're stopping at this one. But I remembered if we went another 20 miles, we got to a Love's, and we pulled in. We were pushing it because there's no real gas stations along that stretch there from South Dakota through to, we went.
But I never got
Holy
stink. No,
cow.
they were just giving you stink eye.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it was. But it didn't bother me. They were friendly with me.
So we drove this morning. Where did we stop last night?
I can't remember.
Why do I always forget the name of that city? It's big enough, but because that's the one that had the big fire out front, right? Oh, here we go, right here. So we went from, hang on here, guys. Oh my God. Keystone. No, it's
No,
past
it wasn't
it wasn't Keystone. I know.
Let me look
Here
at
we go. Rapid City. We went from Rapid City all the way to, oh man, we kept going. We're Billings, Montana today in one stop.
Yep.
Rapid City to Billings without stopping. So it was about 5 hours. It was 367 miles, I think it was.
I slept.
So yeah, you slept, and I had to push it because there's like 100 miles with no gas stations right off the highway. So I'm like, well, we'll just keep on going. So And yeah, it was unreal.
You got a pretty mouth.
Yeah, you got to put him out there. Yeah.
You got a pretty mouth.
Yes, Rafier, that is a boring drive. From, like I said, from when you turn on a long drive, yeah, that too. When you turn on to the I-90 and go west through South Dakota, Wyoming, and Montana, wow, is that?
It's like going through like northern Ontario or northern Michigan. It's just long and boring, and there's nothing.
I took a screenshot of Google Maps to prove. I think the first day we went 311 miles without making a turn or a stop anywhere. And the second day was like 367. So you're looking at right around 700 miles of the I-90 to Billings. And it's a great drive. Like you can do it with your eyes closed. But yeah, and long stretches without services. Yeah, so it was.
Yeah, and there is not a ton of rest stops either.
No.
Like there, you do get the gas stations, but they are really few and far between.
Yes, and even fewer and even farther between are the ones you actually want to stop at.
Yeah, you don't want to stop at those really sketchy ones. Or
it was just, hey, Derek, so driving back from Kentucky, I got in a line of cars that was doing 95 mile an hour. Oh, made it across North Dakota in record time. See, that's perfect.
That's the best way.
Because then the only person getting a ticket, if anybody does, is the guy in the front.
The one in front, yeah.
Because I was doing 85, and I was pretty much passing almost everybody.
Yeah.
Not completely. I knew I wasn't driving out of the ordinary, but I was keeping ahead of most vehicles. I knew because we passed some vehicles 3 times. We'd stop, get back on the highway, pass them again. We did see, what did we see on a great big old helicopter, like a vintage helicopter getting hauled on the highway.
Yeah, I think it was going to that museum.
Yeah, I think it was at the Aviation Museum. We saw somebody delivering the new battery-powered Amazon vans. Those were neat. Passed him yesterday and today. So he must have stopped somewhere near where we did. We don't know what the fire was. If I'd have had my head up a little better, we might have stopped early enough to.
Yeah, we might have.
Yeah, you're going to see. You can find it on the news. No.
Yeah, I can have a look.
Yeah, anyway. So we were coming into Rapid City, and I probably missed the turnaround by, I don't know, a few hundred feet. But the traffic thickened up behind us real quick. It was a good exercise in patience. A lot of people were crossing across the meridian, but we had to circle back because we get up there really close, and I don't really know what happened, but it was a compact vehicle that was completely burned up, wasn't it, hon?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, and it was awful. Yeah. So, Gracie, just so you know, that was miles per hour that I was saying, and people still pass. Yeah. So we were doing 140 kilometers an hour, basically straight for the last 2 days. It was wonderful. I could do it with my eyes closed. And 95 miles per hour is like, I don't even know what that is. And what would that be? And 95 times 1.6. Let's do that. 95 times 1.6. 152 kilometers an hour. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, lone Canadian said he shaved his beard like Captain Spaulding once. I looked way too much like him. Not a good thing.
That's what you kind of looked like when his was like really long, because as it grew, it kind of went over to the side, and if you like split it in half, you would have looked like
I could paint my face white, and I could be Captain Spaulding. But who would you be?
Oh,
I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, I got Ursula this year.
Yeah,
Ursula for Halloween this year.
I don't even have a costume yet, but that's fine. We've been everywhere but where we should be. We stopped at Wall Drug, which was really cool.
Yeah.
So if nobody knows what Wall Drug is, it's okay. If you've never driven the I-90 through South Dakota, you're forgiven. But 300 miles away from this place called Wall Drug, W-A-L-L, that's the name of the town, and the store is like an old-fashioned drug store / everything store.
Yeah, but when we got in there, it's huge.
Oh yeah, it's massive, like a whole city block or a whole town block anyway. So it's basically like this 1860s, 1880s kind of Western.
Well, yeah, like it had pictures of like Annie Oakley and
Doc Holliday
and all that on there.
It was cool. I mean, it was fun. We went in and had a 5-cent cup of coffee, which was neat. I wanted to try it. So I took a picture of a 5-cent cup of coffee.
But it's one of those places that you go to once and then it's like,
we wouldn't go again. But I had heard on the internet. The kids, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
I heard on the internet that it was like a huge disappointment. And I was thinking, when you're like 300 miles out and you literally see 500 signs for this place as you're coming. No, that's not an exaggeration.
No, I know. It's ridiculous.
At least 500 signs in 300 miles. And yeah, I was like, there's no way it's going to live up to the hype. And we go, and I went, it was worth it.
Well,
for a short trip.
But you can tell it's a tourist trip.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because you had,
it's all junk.
You had the 5-cent coffee.
Yeah.
And then
all the free ice water.
And the free ice water, but they had homemade donuts.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, let's get let's split a donut and try them because they looked really good. So I got a small glass of Diet Coke and a donut, and it was $8 for one donut and a small Coke. So so it's a tourist trap. And then when you go into like the what do they call that? The gift store.
Yeah, the gift store.
It's filled with all those, like it looks like stuff you get from like the Dollar Tree, those overpriced, cheapy
things that are made
toys
or something. But free ice water. Exactly. Yes. Free ice water in a cup that says free ice water on it.
And you can get 5-cent coffee.
The 5-cent coffee was the best 5-cent coffee I've ever drank.
Yeah.
And 2 cups of it. So.
But I did for Gracie some fudge. Oh. And that actually wasn't too bad. I got 3 big packages of it, and it was $18. Okay. So I didn't think that was too bad.
Here was the biggest disappointment, I thought. All through the gift shop, they had magnets and stickers that were like, welcome to Montana. And then they had Bigfoot on it.
Yeah, lots of Bigfoot.
Bigfoot everywhere. And I'm thinking, oh, well, Bigfoot must be a big thing here. So we go into the bookshop. And I'm looking through all the books. I'm like, man, I'd love to buy a book, Bigfoot on South Dakota or Montana. Yeah. And I asked the lady, and she looks at me like, I got 2 heads. Oh, no, we wouldn't have that. Why would we have that? So, yeah.
It must be a good thing. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. But anyway, I did some digging. And I guess there's been 19 sightings of Bigfoot in South Dakota over the years. So
interesting.
One was near.
How do you have a sighting when it's all flatland and like, where does he hide?
Well, I don't know. If you're drunk, you can see a lot of things. So I don't know. I just think I love that unexplained shit. And I saw that and I was like, hey, let's see if we can find a book. Maybe I can tell a story on the podcast. Well, nope. So,
it had a lot of historical books.
Yeah, there was tons of historical books.
Like a lot on the Civil War and stuff like that.
Yeah, Civil War and the Oregon Trail, not the Oregon Trail, whatever. Yeah, the other ones there. The Lewis and Clark and
Annie Oakley and Doc Holliday, and there was a book on Tombstone.
Yeah.
I don't know, nothing that I would actually buy. I don't think. Like, I think if you could get it for like $1 or $2, maybe, but I'm not paying $30 for a book. So
we showed up at the hotel, and hello, Ahem said, "Is this a proper channel for upcoming bad times?" I would say this is a proper channel that should make your life better, whether times get bad or not. Plus, we have a lot of fun here too.
Yes, we do.
Yeah. So some nights we talk about absolutely nothing to do with prepping. Some nights we talk about kicking each other's asses and building something great in entrepreneurship. And sometimes we talk about an epic 37-day road trip.
Yeah, and sometimes we talk about things we can do and things we're building, things we're looking at.
Absolutely.
Things we're testing, things we're trying.
I probably mispronounced it, a ham or a hum, but it's great to have you in here. Always love seeing new names too. Absolutely, yeah. So I'm going to do a whole sum up on my entire trip, but I just figured we'd tie up what we've done these last few days. I pulled into the hotel last night, and I had an email from Jack that said, hey guys, looking for some content for the expert council. And I was like, dude, I sent him a shit ton. Anyway, I sent 4 segments before I left the road, and I realized, holy shit, there's been 6 expert council episodes while I was on the road, or while this week's will be 6. So I was like, well, I guess I should have handed him in a few more. So
did you send him that Power Ranger picture?
I did not. I will send him the Power Ranger picture.
I found tomorrow, a great Power Ranger picture.
Good night, Tim. Night, Carson. Just going to show it out 4 a.m. comes early. Yeah, it does.
I found it because his last live was mentioning the Power Rangers.
Yes, it was.
So I found this great meme. You got to send that.
I will send that along and tell him it was from Becky. But we haven't been live to mention how cool that was to hear Jack's presentation or Jack's. Yeah, we listened to what day was it? Tuesday episode of the Survival Podcast, and Jack just showed it the hell out of my presentation at
was nice.
SRF. So it was cool. I've got so much content and things backlog that we'll work through once we get home.
Yeah, and you finally got those videos off.
I did. Yeah. I got Nicole's video off my phone for her, the interview she did with Joel Salatin.
Yeah, and then you're waiting for the SRF
Yes,
right?
yep. So I can get some high quality clips out of there. We have my presentation, and I'm so glad you came with me this time, baby, because I didn't get the roundtable recorded last time.
But I got your entire presentation recorded, plus the entire roundtable, and I got Brian's presentation.
Yes, which was awesome. I know I've showed it to Brian Alexis a few times, but he did awesome. Yeah, thank you, Backwoods. Must be nice. I wish I'd have been there to hear my presentation. So I don't know how many people have emailed me and said it must be nice. It's hilarious.
Oh, I got a message earlier from John.
John who? Which John?
John Witherspoon.
Oh, yes.
I don't know if he watches your live. No, he is not funny, John. He is not funny.
Oh, SRF long. I know I mentioned it to you guys before. Whenever I'd get up and have to do the emceeing, I would make people laugh, or at least attempt to laugh at myself. And so I would just say, "Hey, could you please tell my wife that I'm funny?" And so that's been the ongoing joke now.
And it's not.
Must
be
nice.
Funny.
Yes, it must be nice. So also something else.
And that was said the whole time.
Must be. Oh my God! I don't. We got to turn that. We need to.
That's gonna be a patch.
We need to monetize. Well, it is. Yeah.
And we got to monetize that.
The entire thing. We got to do shirts. It'll become.
You got to get what do you call it? A patent on it.
Yes. Yeah, John. There. Thank you. It was a Tuesday episode. He said Jack did an entire episode Tuesday about the poverty mindset inspired by.
Did you hear the Power Ranger reference?
That was a good episode.
It was good. I can see if we can find that Power Ranger. I mean, it's hilarious.
But yes, it must be nice. Something else I noticed that was kind of funny and kind of cool was Mrs. Cook talked me into changing the logos. Hey, look who it is. Crunchy Mama Farms. Hey, Tim, it was great to meet you in
There
Kansas.
you go. There's the meme.
When you're ready for a Texas hog hunt, you want to believe it. So lean in here, Mrs. Cook. Oh, yeah. Hang on. You got it?
I had it.
Here, hang on.
There you go.
No, it's not going to.
Oh, I had it. Anyway, it's the Green Power Ranger on a motorcycle, and it says, "This is what happens when '90s kids grow up and get money."
See if we can get it to show it. No, it's not going to.
It did show it.
Yeah. That's right. So there's Crunchy Mama Farm. So we met Mr. and Mrs. Crunchy Mama. I did anyway at the Midwest Preparedness Festival. So that's these guys here. Great to see you. And I'll hit Backwoods says he'll buy a shirt immediately. And they want me to come down for a Texas hog hunt, which I would love. So helicopters, night vision. Oh no. Anyway, but
could you imagine?
Must be nice, Patch. Yes, absolutely. So where were we heading with that? Completely lost it. Into Jack's episode. We were talking about Jack's episode and the must be nice. But yeah, anyway, it was the truck. You were the one that talked me into putting Toolman Tim's property management on the truck. And the truck turned out to be an icon. I caught many people taking pictures of the Toolman Tim mobile.
And you know what? We can we can take the property management off it. Just put Toolman Tim's workshop on there.
We might eventually, yeah.
I honestly think if you're going to be traveling around and going to all these events, you probably should put Toolman Tim's workshop
and some QR codes maybe or something.
Yeah,
but yeah.
Because I think
that's fine.
Because
I just thought it was funny because here's how it happened. A fellow podcaster today sent me an email saying, "Hey, one of my followers snapped a picture of your truck in an event and sent it to me," and I was like, "That's kind of funny." It's like where's Waldo now? You know? So
no, I think we should do that. I think I'll get in touch with Carla and we'll get workshop put on there.
Okay,
and then we'll put some QR codes.
I can handle that
because like everyone in town know who you are.
And they're going to see Toolman Tim.
And they're going to see Toolman Tim.
And I'm not advertising a business anymore anyway. Because
the workshop is when you go to events and people know can find you.
Yeah, it was fun. I thought it was funny. Yeah, it cracked me up. So what are the plans? Oh, one other thing. We stopped at a silver and gold shop tonight.
We did.
First one we found in all our travels. We didn't look very hard.
Well, we did go to a gold store.
Where was that?
In Wall.
Oh, yeah. Well,
yes.
It said silver. It said gold on the outside. It was more of a gold jewelry store.
I got a nice ring.
Yeah, you did get a nice ring.
Got a nice ring out of it.
It was fun. We had a good time, but I was disappointed. I thought, hey, maybe they'll have gold nuggets or gold, I don't know, French fries or something. But they didn't. But so anyway,
and then he cried the whole way.
Yeah, so we found some sovereign silver ounces tonight, which was kind of cool.
Yeah, and Cougarans.
Yeah, we had some notes. So I don't know if I told you this, baby, or not, but Cougarans are from South Africa.
South Africa.
Yeah, which I would love someday to have some gold Cougarans, but that's
I know.
So, but yeah, and we got some Britannias from Britain, and I don't know what John Palmer said can't hide anymore. I don't know what the name for the Australian one was. Roos? Oh, that makes sense because there's kangaroos on them. So I didn't have any Cougarans or Roos before. So that was And Gingerbread said, I'd like both those batches. Yes. Oh, yeah, Gracie said, and did you die? That was yours, wasn't it?
And well, that's what Gracie and I joke about all the time. When I say something hurts, she goes, yeah, but did you die?
Yeah, so Rachel Brown says that's a good question. Do we have the truck say Toolman Tim's Workshop or Workshop Radio? I think we put Toolman Tim's Workshop.
I'm thinking Workshop because
then it includes Toolman Tim, I guess.
Yeah, and then we'll put the QR codes that brings us to the Workshop Radio.
I mean, we could put the Workshop Radio logo on the tailgate or something.
Yeah, we could.
Because we are going to get some Workshop Radio. Hey, look, we got 6 likes and loves over on Facebook tonight. So thank you, guys. Who else? Oh, a bunch. Yeah. Derek, Don, Stephen, Michael, Patrick, and some girl named Gracie Cook. So, yeah. Yeah. So, maybe that's what we'll do. And we're going to get some, we're completely 100% out of Workshop, Toolman Tim's Workshop die cut patches. They're gone. So we're getting some new ones. We're going to get some black and white as opposed to white and black radio patches. So we'll have some of those for order.
Yeah, and it would look nice on the tailgate, though.
Oh, yeah.
We could do that.
So it's kind of funny coming out of these events, but while you've been sleeping, I've been brainstorming, of course. So I've been listening to...
Okay, I brainstorm while I'm sleeping.
It's okay. I'm really not busting your balls. I love having you in the vehicle.
I know.
Not yet. But I've been listening to Arnold Schwarzenegger's Be Useful.
I've actually been listening to it quite a bit. He actually did really well on
Arnold's not the greatest narrator.
Actually, you know what? I don't find him that bad.
Horrible. No. And so it's really great. It's fucking inspiring as hell. But it was the perfect book to listen to on my 3 days of decompressing while driving. So I've just been like, oh, my head's been going, I'll get all of it. I've got it all on a great big long notepad. But it was a lot of fun. And I've got all these ideas. I feel like I've got this razor focus or laser, I guess both. Laser focus, whatever. Anyway. Laser focus.
Why would you razor it?
That'd be kind of half at that point, right? So
laser.
Yeah, we'll use razor blades or something else. But yeah, so so I've got this really good focus on where things are heading right away. I'm excited because, listening to Arnold, and he was talking about how this one guy climbed Mount Everest, and he looked out over Mount Everest, and all he could think about was that peak over there that he hadn't climbed yet, and he was getting ready to go down and climb the next peak. And I was thinking, what was really cool? Not that SRF was my Everest by any means, but some pretty cool friggin' things happened for me at SRF, like incredible things for us. And I was thinking, all I can think about is the next damn thing I want to do. Bigger and better all the time, right? That's what it is. And
now, you know what I've been doing?
What's that, sweetie?
I know we never walked the entire land of it, but I turned on my photographic memory when I was there, and I have a pretty good layout of everything in the land and where all the land and where it's been cut. So I'm going to draw that out so that you can send it so we know, so you can take it so I know, so you know where everything's going to be.
And Brian is working. So, and then of course, Brian, you can tell he's been brainstorming too. He sent me a bunch of killer ideas for the land. And Brian's been working on, or is working on, getting some aerial of with a drone, so we can get. We're going to kind of design a map for the land, so we know exactly where we're going. But it'll be. I'm so excited. All I want to do is get back to Tennessee and work on the land.
But his ideas were actually really good. He kind of goes around, like he has off the wall ideas. And I think that's why I like his ideas, because they're a lot like
what you would come up with
my off the wall ideas. And when I hear somebody else say them, I'm like, oh, well, no, then maybe my ideas aren't that crazy.
I'm always
Thank you, Brian.
Whoa. It's the breakthrough. What work is that going to be for Tim? Nah, it's just.
Yeah, no, but it is true, because like he spits out these ideas, which is awesome. It's like, but then when I hear them, I'm thinking, shit, that's this kind of stuff I come up with. So they're not off the wall to me. I think they're realistic for me, Brian. And I appreciate that, because. And
I love hearing Kyle say, all I've been thinking about is how I can do it better next year. Absolutely, man. It was awesome. And off the wall ideas like Mary and Tim.
Yeah.
If she only really knew what she was in for.
Well, if you only knew what you were in for.
That's true.
Guess who's building my cabins?
Yes. So you did tell me about the Cooper curse. Took you a while, but you told me.
All my off the wall ideas that he's going to be having on.
I fucking love your off the wall ideas. We go like, let's try this. Let's meet in the middle, and let's do practical and crazy.
Well, and you know what? It was last year at LFTN
Yes,
that I came up with the off the wall idea to opening that daycare in Lloyd.
absolutely.
And I was sleeping.
Yeah.
I was sleeping in the car because my ideas come to me when I'm asleep.
Yeah.
And I woke right up and I looked at Tim and I was like, holy shit, why didn't I think of this?
Mhm.
And he's like, what? And then I just spilled it out about the daycare.
Typing out,
And then I'm on my phone, I'm typing it all up, and yep.
and it's what, 6 months later, and we are within days, right? Within days. Yeah. So
yeah, I get my best ideas when I'm sleeping.
that's fine. I get my best ideas when you're sleeping too. That's weird.
No, it's like I don't even know why I didn't even think about it, but it was on our way to LFTN.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I've mentioned that a few times to people that it
Yeah.
was, yeah. So basically 6 months from idea to
Yeah.
conception, which is
Yeah, and then coming back, I have more ideas. So
absolutely
Yeah.
it's the best way to do it. I don't know. There's something about getting this kind of, I don't know, unfettered access to your brain for 3 days on the road. It's true though, right?
no, it is because I don't have
As much going on, yeah.
in each ear, and then I don't have the phone ringing, I don't have the emails going, I haven't even been on the computer, just my phone.
And there, for me, and I've said this to lots of people, but on a really, really long road trip, the golden hour or golden hours for me are the first 2, maybe 3 hours in the morning. And that's when I absolutely that's when all my ideas come. And then you ever notice that I'll turn about 3 hours in is when I turn Arnold off, right?
Yeah.
Because my brain gets, that's it. All right. It's either music or an audiobook after that, right? Like fiction or something. So since 1,200 miles alone gives you time to make plans and brainstorm.
Oh, yeah.
It sure does. And Rachel says, have you heard of Eric Sider? He's a permaculture consultant that uses topo maps and scans to do remote designs. I have not, but I'm definitely willing to look into it. And here we go. See, this is the self-reliance curse. Backwoods says we're looking into possibly starting another business and doing demos at fairs and other festivals at some point. Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah, I
think it's great to do it. And I'd love to hear you. Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you ever want to bounce ideas, or if that's Kyle, right?
Yeah, that's
yeah.
Kyle.
If Nicole ever wants to bounce ideas off me, like I'm not on Telegram a whole bunch, but I do my best. She can always email me.
Backwoods, I think this is a fucking incredible idea. I'm just thinking about this because here's the thing. How many places could you offer for a few $100? They supply you the pig. You show up with your expertise. You put a cordless mic on, looking like Madonna in, with the pointed bra, talking to everybody, and you talk and cut, and you do a live butcher demo at country fairs, at homesteading conferences.
But you know, it would work if you did that, and then brought packaging, and then sold the meat.
Yes, I'm not saying that's not possible. My brain just thinks big government, big daddy government, thinking you can't sell the meat at local events, right? So
if you're selling it privately,
but absolutely.
Yeah,
but I love the idea.
And you're not advertising. If someone wanted to donate,
yes,
and it was a reward for donating.
Yes, 100%. Listen, there's lots of ways. Why do you think certain things are called opportunity coupons and not
exactly
lottery tickets?
No,
and
I think that would be awesome.
So,
if someone came to your event and you had like a half a cow or a pig, and they wanted to donate for your time, and then you can repay for their donation.
Absolutely. There's so many things. I mean, you could. Oh man, Kyle, you are just on the cusp, brother. I'm so proud of him. He's doing so good. It's a good thing he has a good wife to keep him grounded, because his head's going to get really big. But I'm sure Nicole will be a lot like you and just be like, "Shut up, honey."
Just threaten to bag him.
Yeah, that's exactly it, right? So, and his next one is going to be a few-day class from bullet to freezer. Yeah, I love it. Yeah. Hey, Tag, great to see you. There's. Did you get to meet Tag at Self-Reliance Festival?
I met Spag.
Spags and Tag live close together, work close
but you
together.
Never introduced me.
No, I know. We were all up. But anyway, Mrs. Cook. Oh no, I think he did. You did meet. He did meet you once. Yes, we did. So this is Tag from Life Done Free. His wife is B. Tag and B. And they have the Freesteaders group.
You have to show me a picture.
Anyway, EMP Shield. I'll tell you all about it.
I'll look at a picture and I'll know whether or not he's lying.
Yeah. Well, it's okay because I didn't even recognize him at Midwest Preparedness Festival. So, you did meet. I do remember you meeting. So but Gracie said she got an account restriction from liking the live. I don't know. I don't know why that would do that.
Facebook or
on Facebook. I'm not sure. Yeah. Who knows? Poor Gracie. There, yeah. And hey, Crunchy Mama says that. So back. Okay, Crunchy Mama, you guys should meet. Yeah, I was actually thinking about you guys getting to know each other. And there's another guy named Adam from a Modern Frontier on TikTok. He's also a good friend of mine. I think the three of you guys could brainstorm some incredible things together. And I'm probably missing somebody else in that. But anyway, if you guys, I think you guys would all work really good together. Maybe we'll have to have you on and do another Butcher's Roundtable or something like it. I think that'd be a lot of fun. We got a bunch. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, let's look ahead right quick to the what do we got going on? Because I haven't gotten anything from anybody yet, but I've had a couple of emails. So, another dude that we met at Self-Reliance Festival wants to come on and do a Halloween episode with us.
Yes, I don't remember his name.
I call him Christmas Juice.
I was going to say Christmas Juice. He's the one that brought it to LFT.
Yes, I love the dude.
I can't remember his name.
You guys will love his story. Just an awesome guy. So he's going to come on. Rob and Tracy are coming on to do a big episode of
think
Halloween.
Rob and Tracy are getting married this weekend, aren't they?
Is it this weekend? Oh, I hope so.
I had a thing on Facebook
I suppose
yesterday, the day before, and I
should
think it was 5. It said 5 more days.
That is incredible.
So I think this weekend they're getting married.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's exciting. So we probably should send them their wedding presents.
I told them that I left it. It's going to have to come. It's going to have to go snail mail,
right.
and I apologize.
No, we're excited for them. I think it's awesome. So. So, but I'm looking for crazy stories, guys. That's what we need next. I need Bigfoot stories, alien stories, ghost stories, the paranormal. I don't care. I want your story. You can record it, you can type it, or you can come on live and do it. But if we're going to do this, we are going to do this ghost to ghost episode. We don't have a name for it yet, but it's going to be in the vein. We're going to channel the spirit of Art Bell since he has passed away, and we'll get a Ouija board on him. But we're going to do all of the scary, spooky stories for Halloween because, hey, Bigfoot, Yeti, aliens, they all go hand in hand with us in the prepper culture, don't they? I mean,
yes,
I don't think it's any different than people being worried about the emergency alert system going out over the phones, right? So, I mean, it's all the same. So get them to me. I want to hear the craziest. The only rule is they have to be true to you, at least. That's all I can. Yeah. You have to have experienced it or something like that. You know what I mean? So anything else we want to cover, baby doll? I know I've done a lot of the talk. No, you've done pretty good tonight, too.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah. So anything else interesting today for the was a nightmare crib before Christmas work for both holidays? Sure. I'll give you that. I mean, I'm not bending on Die Hard, but I'll give you that one. It definitely works on Nightmare Before Christmas works for both holidays. So Backwoods has got a good one for me. Well, you should come on live and tell your story then, brother, because I love that. So, or you can get it to me. Yeah, and I'll read it. I'd love to read it. So therealtimcook@gmail.com. That's my email address. Send me anything, everything. I'll look up some good stories. I'll ask.
Or send it to you privately on Telegram.
Yes. I honestly meant to mention that for the stage at SRF because I think I would have got some really good stories. But
yeah.
And Sam Russell, 6 more days at the current job. Way to go, brother. You remember now? No, I wouldn't. Yeah. Proud of you, Sam. So I'm not going to give away what you told me per se, but Sam gave me a goal that he wanted to get done in the next year, and it happened between Midwest Preparedness and Self-Reliance Festival. So proud of you, brother. I love hearing about it. And Gingerbread Farm says, Phoenix Lights, I have a bag of square 1/4-inch bits I can give you whenever we meet. I hear they're popular in Canada. Yes, they're called Robertson in Canada because they were invented by a Canuck whose last name happens to be Robertson. So there you go. That's why they're called Robertson up here. Because I call them Robertson in the States and everybody looks at me like, what did you just say? But I also call them Phillips. The star bits are called Phillips, and everybody still wonders what in the world I'm talking about.
I call them Star.
Star, yeah. But everybody knows Torx. I don't know. NASA invented Torx, so you know how it is.
They're Star bits.
Star bits, yeah, sure. Starburst, I don't know. But yeah.
Gremlins.
Well, Torx, there you go. Yeah, everybody knows Torx, right? So, but Phillips is the cross, the star, plus and minus, somebody said.
Gremlins for Christmas.
Oh, yeah, Gremlins is a good Christmas movie.
I don't like the Gremlins.
I think it's okay.
Yeah, my Christmas movies Die Hard.
And thanks to Spags, he may be gone now, but I have a couple of boxes of the World Without Rule of Law cards coming, which I'm pretty excited about. We're going to do some live streams where we play those.
And we went through the bag that I won.
Oh,
yeah. That had a lot of cool stuff.
We'll do an unboxing or an unbagging of that when we get home. We've got so much shit to to
Tim's
show.
not getting the bag.
Yeah, no, yeah. Bags, bug out bag that we won. I won at.
But I won, thank you.
Yeah, it was, but it was good. I'm excited. It was nice to have. We barely fit it. You know, if we have to get rid of anything, we could get rid of that, I suppose. If we had no room in the trunk.
Yeah, you're only saying that because I won it. You didn't.
It's so true.
Get rid of that damn blower.
Oh, don't do that, Tim. I really need that. I got to play with that. I need it for content. You know.
Oh,
so,
yeah. No.
All right, folks. I think we're going to call it a night tonight because I don't know about you, but I'm beat. I'm going to relax for a little bit. So we're in.
We
like
got
I said,
like 7 hours.
Yeah, we're in Great Falls. Less than 2 hours to the border. Pick up our mail at the Montana mailbox, which would be nice to see Mike there. I really appreciate him. From there, get across the border, and 5 hours straight home. Depending on how fast I drive, right?
Yeah, and the kids are excited for us.
So tomorrow's Friday. So there won't be a live stream tomorrow night.
No.
But we may have one Saturday, perhaps. I don't know for sure. But we're going to be next week. We'll be right back on. Thank you, John Palmer. He got my tagline in already for me. But we're going to be back to regular scheduled programming next week. So thanks, guys, for being the best community in the world who supports us while we do these crazy road trips. While I go out and get content for you guys, make connections, hopefully make tons of content for everybody, and just fucking live the life. This is what I preach and talk about all the time: is living the life you want to live, right, Darren?
And I am gonna put together the pre-SRF getting shit done work days at the delinquent gully.
Yes,
I'm gonna get a whole schedule put together, and
it'll be
hopefully
fun.
A bunch of people can join us.
Absolutely. So,
and like I said, don't feel like you gotta come work. You just want to come and hang out.
Yep. Yeah. And drink or hang. Yep. We're gonna have a good time. That's what.
There's always something for somebody to do. Like if you're not able to work, like you can always stand there and I don't know, scoop food onto a plate or something.
One thought Brian had the other day when we were sitting up at the cabin was, as soon as we get all these big projects done, then we're just a place where we can get together and have events. Where we get together, have events, and we do 3-hour project in 2 hours with 100 people, and the rest of the time is socializing, planning, looking forward, and maybe getting drunk. I mean, drinking a little bit, right? So yeah, I don't know. Pretty hard to get drunk, isn't it? So
yes, but no, we'll put it all together and we'll get a whole list of things, and we'll get that out as soon as possible so people can plan on it and everything.
Absolutely, we love you, folks,
and we would like to say that if anybody comes to that, we would love them to come to the service.
Oh, absolutely. Yes. Well, we can make it work. Our property's 40 minutes roughly from SRF. So you can camp there and drive. It's a bit of a drive.
You can, or if you book your SRF tickets now, then you can book your hotels now, like what we did. Yeah,
definitely. Yeah. But don't stay at the Best Western. It's awful. No, I'm just kidding.
Wait till we get our
yes, we love the best. Yes, this seems to be the nice hotel.
Well, and the other one up the Colonial Inn. Actually, Sarah and Fred said it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, because I realized that I'd forgotten that I mentioned the Best Western on the show all the time, and Sarah was like, "We tried to book it because Tim says how nice it is." It was booked. I was like, "So now I need to tell people, you know." So the bugs aren't bad at the property at all.
No, there isn't. And I bring. Do they have? I don't know.
Yeah, thermocels. Yeah,
they have them down here.
Yeah, Jack used to talk about the ones he'd wear fishing.
Yeah, but I wouldn't. But do they have the actual?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I bring a bunch of thermosols with me, and I put those around. But I'm not a bug person.
No.
And I think the whole time I was there, I seen 2 spiders.
You could say they really bug you.
No bugs bothered me at all. And I don't like mosquitoes and no CMs and everything. And I had no problems with them.
No, they were great. So. It's great weather, you know. Great. Yeah. So anyway, guys, we appreciate you. Love having you in here. Thanks for the big crowd. I think we hit 30 tonight, which is great for a impromptu. What are we? Friday night, Thursday night live. So and the days in Backwoods said they stayed at wasn't too bad either. I stayed there.
Yeah. And how far was that one?
That was right on the high. It was about 20 minutes.
20 minutes. So, that's not
19 miles from Camden. I remember seeing this. So, poor Filipino nomad just showed up. But anyway, folks, we love you. As always, stay happy, stay healthy, and have a great week. And night, Mike.